pushed.
I'll wait till I see a red. There it is. We are recording, and it is showtime. Guys, welcome back for the second half of the afternoon session of this month's new hire training. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the morning and are ready for everything that's coming in the afternoon. And like I said, we have some really fun stuff planned, and we do plan on giving away some more prizes, starting with the scavenger hunt that we talked about so much in the morning. So I can say that we got a lot of responses and a lot of you out there that completed the scavenger hunt. So number one, thank you for that. I'll tell you what, you guys learned quick. There were a lot of things on there that everybody was able to answer properly and with a lot of detail. So myself and the whole training team were super impressed by what you guys were able to do. So thank you for taking the time to do that. But like I said before, we did have to pick a winner. And while they were all good in their own way, we had to find one that we thought kind of stood out above the rest. So first and foremost, we had said that we were going to do one winner. However, there were two that were incredibly close. So because I like to give away stuff and because the guys kind of forced me into it, I'm going to do an honorable mention. We're going to do an honorable mention. So that's what we'll start with. So the honorable mention for scavenger hunt results is going to go to Jason N. Jason. Congratulations! Before you come off the mute, great job with the scavenger hunt. You win a very special Boost T-shirt that's going to be different from what everybody will get for just joining the call.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You got it. And of course, our winner and the one that we felt was the number one scavenger hunt response. And again, it was very close, but we felt that this individual edged out the competition with some of her responses. It's none other than Bianca. Bianca, congratulations. You had the number one scavenger hunt. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So your account executive will work with you to get you your prize, whether you decide to go with the jacket or the hoodie. We will get you either or.
Definitely the hoodie. I just told a promise, like, I want the hoodie.
Very good. Well, you may have been able to tell him right now. Your account executive may be on this call, but I don't know. I'm not sure. In any case, let's go ahead and get back to business. But I said business, but I meant fun, because we're going to start things off with a game. You guys want to play a game? I do. Yeah. I don't get to, but you do. So this game is going to be called Kahoot. So if you guys haven't played Kahoot before, it's basically an online quiz game. And you're going to want to have two screens in front of you. Why? Because one screen will be my screen or this meeting where you're going to see the question pop up. The other screen is what you're going to use to log into, and I'll show you that in a second. And you're going to log into this, and that's where you're going to hit the button for your answer. All right, so obviously you can't hit the Google Meet screen and give your answer. You have to log into a different screen so that you can give your answer to the quiz. So without delaying any further, if you guys can see my screen, I better share it first before I say anything so we can see it. Here we go. Oh, people are filing in. All right, there we go. So what you're going to want to do on a separate device or on a computer, if you're on your phone now, go to www.kahoot.it. Don't worry about the app. I would just go to www.kahoot.it. And when it asks for a game pin, the game pin is 6952777. Looks like a couple of you guys have already figured it out and are coming into the lobby.
I'm walking into the store right now.
Okay. We will give you guys a couple minutes here to get logged in. So again, www.kahoot.it. and the game pin is 6952777. Now, I will say this. If by chance you were on the new hire training in the past and you had won something, then unfortunately you will not be eligible to win the prize this time around. We want to be fair to everybody else. However, feel free to compete. That's not going to hold you back from competing, of course, and joining in on the fun. If you win, then you win, and we will celebrate that, but we will need to give the prizes to the next people in line. So just a heads up. All right, people are starting to fill in. If you're having any issues or you have questions, just come off of mute and ask, and we'll be glad to help you. Got about 6 people now.
My other device is being used at the store right now, so I'm going to have to hold off.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's okay. No worries. Give folks a couple more minutes to give them another minute or two to jump in. We'll start about 3:11. So another 2 minutes, and then we can get the game rolling. Got about 7 people. Let's see if we can get a couple more in there. Make it interesting. There's 8. Got a couple more folks trying to get in. I'll tell you what, do we have, okay, there's 9. I was just going to say, is anybody else trying to get in currently?
Yes, I'm trying.
Okay. The easiest way is to, like I said, on a browser, go to that web address, www.kahoot.it, and then just type in the game pin. It's much easier than downloading any kind of app or anything like that.
Hey Chris, is it okay if I just follow you guys? Because we're kind of swamped in the store, so I don't have another device to log into. So
no question, no problem, no
Okay.
problem. Yeah, take care of that, no problem.
I don't know who signed in as Z Bushy, but that was not me. I swear on all that is holy. That's not
I'm
me.
not sure that I believe that. I
don't believe that for a minute.
I swear on my children's life, I am not signed into that. But
All
somebody who knows the nickname Z Bushy definitely did.
I have 3:11. Yeah, this is going to be a mystery that needs to be solved, Zach, because you're not eligible to be in this.
I'll keep my hands in the air the entire time, so you know I'm not doing anything.
So I have 3:11. Is anybody else trying to get in that has not been able to yet? Going once, twice. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we got a last minute individual that just came in. Anthony, great. So 11 people in the game. We're going to get started. I'm going to hit start. Now, before I get started, one more word to the wise. If you've never played Kahoot before, it is about speed. So the faster you answer, the more points you get. However, if you answer wrong, you get 0. So while it's about speed, you definitely want to make sure that you answer correctly. There was a individual that, when faced with a picture of a car in a Kahoot game, thought that it was a Hyundai, but it actually was a Honda. And he hit Hyundai, and he got 0 points and lost the game for his entire team. Do not be like that guy. Do not be like that guy.
Sounds awful.
It
Sounds
is
awful.
It is
Felt
awful.
really bad for that guy.
All right, here we go. Starting the game. Ready, go. All right, how much is the cost for month 1 on the 3 for $90 plan? Is it 90, 80, 120, or 100? Select your answer. It looks like we got 9 answers. We have 9 players or 10?
I think we got 10 because
10,
yeah, it should automatically.
All right, I'm going to skip it because we got 10 answers. Okay. All right. Oh, it was 100. Remember, guys, it's 100 because in that first month, the customer's going to pay 100, and then it's going to drop to 90 with a credit to their account. So Good call for those of you that chose 100. All right. We got Nick in the lead, followed by Jesse, and then Marlon. All right. Question 2. How much does it cost to add a second line for unlimited data on a current $50 plan? Is it $10, $20, $30, or $40? What is the correct answer? Oh, you're answering quick on this one. We already have 9 answers in. 10 answers in. Okay, I think that's it. So 6 of you got it right. $30 on an Adeline for an Adeline on a current $50 plan. Great work. Great job. All right. Oh, we got a new leader. Jesse took the lead, followed up by Marlon and then Veronica. Should be very interesting. Question 3. How much is the device cost of Moto E on Adeline promotion, on the Adeline promotion? 10, 15, 20, or 25? What's the Moto E on the Adeline promotion? All right. 5 of you got it right at $10. Great work. Let's see how that shakes up the standings. Jesse is on fire, still in first, followed up by Marlon and Bianca. It's getting tight, but Jesse's taking a little bit of a lead. Let's see if somebody can come back. What does the first U in Gurus stand for? What is it the U in Gurus, the first U in Gurus stand for? Upsell, understand, undercut pricing, or ukulele? What do you guys think? Man, everybody's answering so fast. Understand. We got 9 people that got it right. Zach, was that your section or was that you, Patrick? One of the two. You guys did a good job. Awesome stuff. All right. See how that shook up the standings. All right, Jesse's still in the lead. Veronica, second place, and then Marlon is in third. All right. What type of sale or add-on earned you the most platinum points? High-end device, family plan, port-in activation, or Boost Shield international calling? Gets more difficult. The most platinum points. Family plan gives you the most platinum points, and 9 of you were able to get that one correct. Great work. And let's see who the leaders are now. Jesse still remains in the lead. We got a little bit of shakeup down below. Veronica, then Vishal takes third. Great work. All right. Question 6. What is the name of the merchandising app for Boost merch grid details? Is it Accelerate, Amplify, Adapt, or Amped? The name of the merchandising app for Boost merch grid details. What do you guys think? All right. Answers are coming a little slower. 3 of you got it. It's Amped Merch. If you don't have that downloaded on your device, you should, because it's very useful. It's everything you need. It's a one-stop shop for merchandising. 6 answers in a row for Jesse. He is unstoppable. Cheyenne and Bianca, second place and third place. Great work, guys. Let's go next. All right. Question 7. How much money can a customer save per year by enrolling an auto top-up? Can they save $36? Can they save $48? Can they save $4? Or can they save $1 billion? What is the correct answer here? $48 is the correct answer, and 8 of you got it. 8 out of 9. Great work. And let's see how that affects. Jesse's still holding the lead, followed up by Cheyenne and Bianca. Jesse's going to be tough to beat, everybody, but there's still a couple more questions left. Still a couple more left. Number 8, customers are eligible to upgrade at a discount after how many days? 270, 120, 180, or 365 days. All right. All right, guys. 7 people got this right. 270. Remember, for everybody else that didn't pick 270, the customer has to wait 270 days before they can upgrade. 8 in a row for Jesse. Bianca took second place at 54.88, and then Veronica at 50.89 on the rise. Number 9. On the 3 for 90 plan with 3 new numbers, how much is the Moto E on the first line? $10, $59.99, $109.99, or $25? The Moto E on the first line. I think I might have heard this earlier in the training. Not sure, though. $10. Guys, remember that. That's really important. The first line on the 3 for 90 is the Adeline pricing plan. So $10 for the Moto E. The answer is red, $10. All right. First, second, and third continue to hold. Now, this last question, everybody, I would suggest that you keep your cursor or your finger near the screen, because this one you're going to want to answer as quickly as possible. Here we go. Will you complete the virtual new hire training feedback survey as requested by your amazing Boost trainers? Yes or no? No is the wrong answer.
No cheating. Come on.
Congratulations. 10 people got it. 10 out of 10. The answer is yes. You will fill out the virtual new hire training feedback survey as requested by your amazing Boost trainers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who our winner was. So here's the podium. In third place, Veronica, 68.65. Second place, Bianca at 71.76. And our number one at 88.35, Jesse. Congratulations, Jesse. Is awesome. Great work. I think you have like 8 or 9 or 10 in a row or something like that. Fantastic work, Jesse. You too will win either a hoodie or the jacket. So you get with your local account executive. I believe it was Garrett, and he will get that ordered for you. Actually, you know what? We don't have to get Garrett involved. We'll take care of it for you. I'll take care of it for you. We'll get it ordered right out to you. Appreciate it, guys. A lot of fun. You guys have fun with that? I know I do.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
I'll take that as a yes, Zach. The silence means yes.
It does. It defaults to yes every time. That was a lot of fun. Are we going to hook up at second and third place people? Since they were so close, can we do something, Chris?
Well, yeah, I think we can. I think if you want to, and Patrick wants to, and Chris wants to, and John wants to, I think we do. I think we should, right? It was a well fought, well contested, let's say,
competition is intense.
Let's see. So we got Jesse with the first place. Let's see. So we need to get Bianca something, and then
Veronica.
So why don't we give them those special T-shirts that we keep talking about, the special ones that you cannot get but just attending the new hire training. They are going to be other special T-shirts that are going to be very high quality, and we'll have the Boost logo on them. So congrats to second and third place as well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and kick it back to the team to continue on with the presentation, guys. Eric, you can go ahead and share, and guys, take it away.
I think you're up, Walton, are you?
Yeah, right on. I believe I have the mic and the floor. After all that fun, you have to follow it up with BYOD. Bring your own device. So bring your own device. We talked about a lot of these different scenarios in the first half of the class. But now we're going to look at how do we set this up, right? How are we going to get this customer's phone from the other carrier and working on our network? So to do that, Eric is going to move forward, and I will walk you through those steps. So like before, you got to first figure out the phone and it's going to be able to be compatible, right? So in the quick links, you can select the device compatibility check. In there, you're going to enter in the device's IMEI or ESN. Gosh, I had that hack before. I believe it's *#06#. If you do that on any phone, on the dialer, *#06#, it's going to pop up the IMEI right there for you along with the SIM information, and everything you're going to need is right there. So another little pro tip right there. You enter that into the check and it's going to let you know if you're good to go. If it's good to go, it's not really good to go yet. You got to make sure that the device is not locked by the carrier. There are a lot of companies that want their customers to be on their network, so they lock these devices. It's terrible, I know. So we got to figure it out. So what you can do is just pull out their SIM card, put in one of ours, okay, to see if it's going to be able to turn on, and you'll know that because the right by the bars, it'll say boost. If it says boost, that means that it's good to go. If it doesn't accept the SIM, that means it is SIM card locked by the carrier, and we need to free this customer, right? It's terrible. We got to free this customer. So what we can do is you can actually call the other carrier. The customer can do that and request that the phone be unlocked. Sometimes they do have parameters around that the customer needs to meet before they will actually unlock it for them. But you can call in and, use your manners, say please and thank you, and maybe they'll just unlock it for you anyway. That has happened. So you can call the carrier, get it unlocked. Now, if it's unlocked, we're almost there, right? Couple more things we got to do, and that's going to be to make sure the software is up to date, and then also we're going to need to update the APN settings for Androids. That is the access point network. It's going to be how we tell the phone what tower to communicate with in order to receive that data. So to do that, let's go ahead, Eric, and figure it out. This one has some animation, so click, there we go. So here are the Android APN settings. Now how you get there sounds like a lot of lists. You can see a lot of things on the right-hand side with a lot of red words, very, very small, seems kind of complicated. Don't worry, it's not, all right? We just go to the settings menu, connections, follow steps to the mobile networks, and then there's a little section that says access point name. When we get there, we're going to add all of Boost's access point information in there to tell the phone how to communicate with our towers. So your stores might already have these saved around your kiosks or your computers. So that way it's really easy to get to, or maybe save them to a Word file. I have recently come to learn that there are more than one set of ways that the phones can access the network. Okay, so if by chance you enter in the data that you're seeing on the screen and it's still not working, fear not, does not mean the phone's not compatible. You can call up the Boost dealer support and they can walk you through another set of APN settings. Not one APN fits them all. So as phones get updated, as tower technology gets updated, sometimes we will need to update this as well for newer phones and for our customers. So best practice is when you receive that new information, add it to your store's list. That way nobody else needs to spend that extra time calling in to dealer support. They'll have it all there because you guys were smart to call in, get the information, and keep it there for your store. So once you do this and you enter this in, it saves, and you see that now that the 4G LTE is starting to communicate. You see the arrows going up and down. It is actually sending data and receiving information from our network. That phone is ready to turn on, and that's for an Android. The other phone we have are our Apple products, right? iPhones. These ones are very easy as well. All you need to do on this one is make sure that the software is up to date. So before you have to go through, make sure we have the latest software information. We all know how good Apple is at making sure all their phones can get the newest software on there. And then after that, we can go into the network settings to make sure that we receive the Boost Mobile information on there. If not, don't worry, just go through there and recycle that same process. It's very simple with iPhones. They're good. If you do that, then both of those phones are able to be working with our network. It really is that simple. So now we know how to turn them on, right? We know how to convert them, how to make sure that they are both compatible with our network, that they are not locked by the other carriers. If they are, we know how to free them. And then we know how to set the phones up so that way it can talk to our network. So what's the next thing we need to know? Eric, can you switch it over? Oh, we know how to sell it. That makes sense. Okay. So we already kind of went through this stuff through our guru section, right? This is where we can uncover some opportunities from our customers. And here are some good examples for what we can ask. And they might seem very basic too, right? Like, what are you going to do with your old phone? It's a legit question to ask, right? I mean, I have a drawer full of old phones. If they're just sitting there collecting dust, why don't we do something with them and see if they can be turned on? Let's do that. So here's an example of how a conversation might go, right? You can ask, are you bringing a number from another carrier or get a new number? And then they go through what type of phone do you currently use and what are the most common features you have. New customer phrase that pays is, are you here to switch to Boost? You're in using your current phone. I really like that one because a lot of customers will walk in with their old phone because they know they got to bring over the information from those phones, right? They got to transfer the data or get information from their carrier. But we can use that pitch to kind of assume that sale, that they're going to use that phone. And if not, that's a great way to kind of, give them that single line port-in pricing. If they're not interested in the BOGO, then do the add a line with the BYOD. Or if they are going to get that BOGO, like Jesse did for me in my role play, he got me 2 phones on a BOGO. We can use my existing phone as that third line for 3 for $90. So they can turn that one on for just $10 more. Extra activation, extra commission for you guys. An easy way to just increase sales and bring more value to our customers. And as you know, that's what we're all about. Next slide, please. Okay, now let's check time. I know it was pretty quick in here, but let's find out. What 2 steps should you take before beginning a BYOD activation?
Making sure that they're eligible to port in and that the phone is unlocked.
The phone is able to port in, right? The phone's able to be brought over, compatible, and it's unlocked, right? Let's see. You do this. Give us the reveal. Check hands to the BLG and insert SIM card and make sure the phone is right. You got it. Exactly. Perfect. So now you got BYOD experts. You know what to do. You know how to switch them over. I think my job is done. I'm going to hand it over to you, Mr. Zach.
Thank you, Christopher. Great job. Great info. I feel like a BYOD expert now. So thank you for that. All right. So let's talk about some Boost Up. This is one of my favorite things to talk about. So that's why they give me this section. So before I get started, raise a hands. You can say woohoo, nod your head, whatever it is. How many people are guilty of saying this or being frustrated that only new customers get the good deals? You ever said that? Man, this sucks. Only the new customers get the good deals. What about me? I'm a loyal, good customer. Why don't I get it? Have you ever felt that way before? Seeing a lot of heads shaking. I've seen hands raised, so I'll take that as a yes. How about you, DeNapoli? Have you ever said that?
I have said that.
All right, perfect. All right. Well, you're not alone, Chris, because everybody else on this call has felt the same way. And we at Boost Mobile also think that's a bunch of baloney. So we have an amazing program called the Boost Up program. And what it is for is it's only for our most loyal monthly plan customers. Now, it's not any new customer comes in the door. I don't care how much money they try to bribe you with or anything, you cannot offer them the Boost Up program. Only the most loyal customer are going to qualify for this because you have to at least be with Boost for a year and have 12 consecutive on-time payments. Basically, by doing that, you're showing Boost that you're within good standing, you're good at paying your bill, you're not going to let the service get interrupted. So as a thank you from Boost for you being such an amazing loyal customer, we want to say we're going to give you a special offer. Something that no one else is doing, especially in the prepaid world. And what that is giving you the option or giving the customer the option to be able to make installment payments on a phone, interest-free installment payments without having to run a credit check or anything like that. So basically, customer makes 12 consecutive on-time payments. By doing so, Boost, like I said, verifies that they're in good standing. So what they do is they allow you to be able to do this interest-free financing. You simply have to pay a small down payment Depending on what the phone is, some of the down payments are as low as $1 down, some are 15, some are 30, and some go higher than that, depending on the price of the phone. So if the device is over $600, the down payment will be over $30, typically $100, $200, just depends on the amount of the device. The reason why is they split the remaining balance of that phone into 18 monthly payments. And again, we have to make this affordable, so Boost couldn't be like, oh, well, it's just an extra $120 a month for the next 18 months. Nobody's going to do that. So if you do get a really high-end phone that's expensive, the down payment will be a little bit larger. But for example, like an iPhone 12 is $830. Customer may be interested in doing that, but doesn't have $830. Technically about $900 by the time taxes and setup and everything takes place. But maybe they do have $300, $400. If so, they can definitely take advantage of it. They would make their down payment. I think on the iPhone 12, it's like $250, $300, something like that. But basically, they make that down payment plus the sales tax. By doing so, now they have enrolled in making these installment payments over the course of 18 months, and the remaining of the balance is just simply tacked on to their phone bill. So all they do is make their normal phone payment with that additional amount. No phone payment will exceed $33. So all the payments will be less than that. So for example, let's say the phone they go with is $20 a month. They pay $50 a month now. Now they're paying $70 a month, and they get that phone. After the 18 months is paid, they own that device. No more payments are required to be made. Now, what's really cool is they have the option to pay this off early too. So they don't have to wait the whole 18 months, but they have the convenience of doing so. And again, this is only for those most loyal customers. And what's really cool about it is, like I said, they only have to make that down payment and the sales tax to walk and set up to walk out the door with that phone. One thing to remember, they do need a credit or debit card to process that down payment and the sales tax. If they do not have a credit or debit card, unfortunately, they won't be able to do a Boost Up. It can't be prepaid cards either. It has to be an actual, debit or credit card. So just make sure they have that before you start that process. And again, this allows that customer to get the phone that they've always wanted at affordable price to them. Now, one really important call out I want to say is only primary lines on family plans or individual lines qualify. As much as I would love to be able to offer this for secondary lines, we don't have the ability to do that at this time. So it's only for your, again, primary lines on family plans or individual lines. Greatest part about all of this promotion is you're able to see if the customer qualifies two ways. One, through making their ePay payment, it will pop up a alert letting you know they're eligible for Boost Up. Or when you're in their customer's account, it'll say sales opportunities on the right-hand side of the sales portal. After you're in the account, it'll say they qualify for Boost Up, and it explains everything. And back to what Patrick told you about, the hot sheet gives you all the pricing for Boost Up, how much the down payment will be, how much the total of the device will be, and how much it comes to be after the payments have been made. So that's how it works. Do I have any other slides on this, Eric? I don't think so. I think that was it. All right, so that covers Boost Up. Now on to you, Sir Patrick. Let's talk about some Smile and Dial for those who can do it.
All right, great. Team that Smile and Dial, I love things that give us a competitive advantage over Metro and Cricket. Anything as a salesperson that I can do better than my competitors is great. So this is an important tool called Smile and Dial. It gives us the ability to legally reach out to customers and help build that relationship after the sale and keep it going. Next slide, please. It helps drive same-day sales when it's slow or no sales on the day, with a call to action. Our customers tend to stay longer and increases second and third month retention, which is so important for our dealers to remain profitable. Customers coming back. Improve relationship with customers. Be the go-to on cellular salesperson in your neighborhood. Be that expert. Drive up sales and referrals. Help set appointment with customers to be back. Take advantage of our offers. Sharpen selling skills both on the phone and in person. And it's the next step as a company to retaining customers for a minimum of 3 months. 80% for 3 months is our goal. Caveat here, employees must complete DNC, which is do not call training, and Smile and Dial training in STAR to be able to grant access. All right, the next slide, please. How to get started. Go into the Elevate marketing platform And you can see on the left there, but it gives you a couple different customer categories to call. We've actually added an additional one, a fourth one, that's same device, different network. The free SIM card offer is now loaded in. So it's a great way to call our customers, say, hey, I've got a free upgrade for you. How often do you have the ability to do that? Got a free upgrade offer for you. Come in. We're going to give you a faster network, the ability to talk and text at the same time, do data. So come on in and see me. It's a great opportunity for additional sales at that point in time. So that, and we occasionally add on holiday promotions and watch lists. So there's going to be several questions that you'll want to know before the call. And the screen will actually give you that information: what device they have, what plan are they on, how many lines they have, do they currently have Boost up, and what's the mission for this call. So the nice thing is the Smile and Dial system will provide you all that information before you call, so that way it just doesn't sound like you're doing some kind of telemarketing or sales. No, this is a customer that your store's earned. We're following up to make sure they're satisfied with their service, help build that relationship, and ask for referrals and drive additional sales. So that's the purpose of this. The Griffin rules. What the hell is the Griffin? Once again, these weird terms. Griffin is actually a feature of the service that helps keep us legally compliant with federal, state, and local laws as far as contacting customers. It's going to block you from calling outside of our approved hours of 10 to 6. Excuse me, I think that's 10 to 6 local time. So that way we're not bothering people late in the evening or too early. And then helps honor customers if they say, place me on your do not call list. This tool helps do that. And it's very important that we honor those requests, not only to keep the customer satisfied, but also to meet legal requirements, because there are hefty fines if we do contact customers and they've already informed us that they want to be placed on our do not call list. Okay, next slide, please. Griffin system. Okay, so your last step before making a call is the system is going to provide you with that brief script up at the top. It's going to give you a unique PIN code to dial into the dial. You always want to call from your store phone, never from your personal or mobile phone. Always wants to be on the store phone. That way, if a customer calls back and they've missed your call, you're not taking those calls outside of approved hours or out of approved structure. It's all going back to the store. Next slide, please. Got the follow for the script. You can create your own. You got your greeting, reason for the call. If you get voicemail, they're going to suggest promotional offers and give you what to do before you hang up. Next call. Last is after you've made your call, let's just say you've got voicemail. It's going to give you a drop-down list of what they call disposition in the calls, leaving a status for that call. So whether we got voicemail, it's our second attempt, or it's a customer says, hey, place me on your do not call list. You want to select that option and then submit the status of the call. It's very important. It's like tracking the results of that call. So that is critically important. Okay, and next slide. But yeah, just to give you a kind of quick success story with Smile and Dial, myself, I was doing that in kind of one of my rougher neighborhoods, and I was a little nervous about calling out for the first time a little over a year ago, and I'm like, oh boy, how's this going to be? Well, I got a guy, and he's like, and I saw that he bought an iPhone a couple days ago. I was calling him, was a little nervous about it. And I'm like, hey, this is Patrick from the Boost Mobile store on Weber Road. Hey, just calling you to thank you for coming into our store. I know you can go anywhere and buy a mobile phone, but thanks for coming in and spending your hard-earned money with us. There was just a moment of silence on the other end. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate you. He's like, the only people that call me are bill collectors and my ex-wife. So that's pretty awesome. He's like, actually, I'm a contractor working from California on the new Facebook data center. He's like, I need 2 more phones. Can you hook me up? I'm like, yeah. Okay, here's who you come in back to the store. This is the salesperson name. He's going to be here till 8. He's going to be here to help you and have you all ready. Just mention your name and we'll get you taken care of. He's like, great, that's awesome. So I was like, wow, this thing really does work. Create your own voice and make this a success. Like I said, this is our advantage over our competitors. Let's use this tool. Thanks. All right, who's next in the batting order? I had to put on my glasses. I don't see so good without them.
So actually, Eric's going to queue up a video, our last video of the day, before we talk about our next subject, and it's going to roll right into that. So if everybody's ready, go ahead, Eric.
Love videos.
What up, what up? It's your favorite Boost training manager, Benny Lopez. Welcome to Sales Process 101. A study from J.D. Power and Associates finds that the 3 key performance indicators that have the greatest effect on customer satisfaction are sales staff that greets customers promptly, a salesperson that thanks customers for their purchase, and the appearance of their location. When all 3 KPIs are met, there is a significant association with the likelihood to repurchase and recommend. 50% of customers say they definitely will repurchase from the retailer. When only 2 KPIs are met, that percentage drops to 29%. When just 1 KPI is met, that percentage drops even further to 17%. So they say you only get 1 chance at a first impression. Now, before you even get a chance to greet your customer, the first impression from their perspective is going to be the appearance. The appearance of your location, whether or not it's clean, organized, current with promotions, and of yourself. Are you the brand ambassador that they're looking for to learn more about Boost and what we offer? Luckily for us, these are very easy first impressions that we could prepare for. Let's talk about dress code. When working at a Boost branded door, you want to make sure that you're there representing the brand. This is one of the first things that customers look for when walking through the door. Obviously, they're walking inside of a Boost Mobile location, but when they get in there, they're going to be looking for their new favorite Boost Mobile rep. Could that be you? Well, let's talk about what you need to do to make sure that you're always on point and on brand. First things first, you need some branded attire, just like this hoodie. Next, you also need a name badge. Simple, right? Let's take a look at some of the other dress code options that we have. An important note, if you want to wear a promotional t-shirt, much like the one that I'm wearing right now, you want to make sure that it's current. Now this outfit here may seem like it's compliant, but there's one big issue. The name badge, it's covered. So to fix this, make sure that if you're wearing outerwear in your store, that your name badge is attached on the outside. Easy fix. All of the items that I've showed you today can be purchased on boostmobilegoods.com. Please speak with your manager or your account executive for more information on how to sign up. Now, if you're a new hire and you don't have access to boostmobilegoods.com, let's talk about what you can wear until you get your hands on some of that sweet Boost branded merchandise. An all black polo or t-shirt. Now for an example of what not to wear, anything with a logo on it. So now that we've mastered the dress code inside the store, let's talk about the store itself. Starting with the outside of your store, we want to make sure that the storefronts are free and clear of any trash, clutter, or debris. And don't forget about keeping those windows and door frames spotless. And now for the inside of your store, we want to make sure that things are free and clear in there as well. Make sure to consistently wipe down and dust all surfaces, especially high-touch areas like the phone displays. Not many things as beautiful as a well-stocked accessory wall. So while you're walking around making sure that your store is nice and clean, it's equally as important to make sure that everything is current. Always verify your collateral and your merchandise by checking out the latest merch grids on the sales portal. You could also reach out to your local AE. For those in a 4.0 location, like the ones I just pictured, also make sure that your Channel B television is online and up to date. Check out this video from Merchman Will on how-to. I'll leave a link in the description. And now some examples of how not to have your store. You don't want it to be barricaded and cluttered like this store here. Or cluttered and full of personal signage like this store here. Can you spot what's wrong in this picture here? You guessed it, missing accessories. Extra points if you notice the unauthorized candy machine on the side. So to recap, we learned about the importance of dress code, branded apparel, and a name badge. And we also learned about the importance of making sure that your store is clean, organized, and current. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you very soon.
Good stuff, Benny. Thanks for queuing that up, Eric. Man, wish I could snap like that, don't you guys? Doesn't work when I do it, unfortunately. That's why Benny's the best in the biz. All right, so to kind of piggyback off of what our boy Benny just talked about, let's go into that dress code and branding a little bit. Just a quick overview of what he covered. All right, so we talked about this on it was on the scavenger hunt. We talked about it in the Kahoot, but make sure if you guys have not yet, download that Amped Merch app. It is available on iPhone and Android. It's AMP''D merch. Looks just like that little orange logo. Make sure you download that. That's something that you're going to want to have. Heaven forbid your phone's broke, you don't have that option. Good news is you can find all this in your sales portal, but this is a much easier way to access it if you do have the ability to download that. So please do. All right, and then this just talks about dress code like we talked about. Required business hours are 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday, and Sunday 12 to 5. So if you're wondering if your owners of your location are just being mean to you and making you stay till 7 on a Saturday, no, it's not them. It's us here at Boost. We're the meanie weenies. But that is the requirement. We have to make sure we are open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday 12 to 5. Some stores do want to be extended hours, and they have the option to do so, but you do have to meet those minimum requirements. All right, and like we talked about, dress code, and then training. We covered this on the scavenger hunt as well. Make sure you guys have a star ID and you've started to do your training. First training I would encourage you guys to do if you just got your star ID is the DNC training, do not contact. You'll find that under the prepaid new hire. So that's the most important one that all of you need to get completed if you have not yet. If you don't have a star ID, reach out to your management team. If they're not able to, reach out to your account executive and we'll give you a star ID. Got you taken care of there. And then again, just making sure we are only offering Boost branded accessories and approved items in your store. Can't be selling cookies and t-shirts and stuff like that. As much as I wish I could go in and get a cookie every time I go to a store, not allowed to. All right, next slide, please, Eric. All right, employee appearance, like Benny told you. This is what your guy wants to look like right here. You want to have a name tag. You want to have a Boost shirt on. The arms crossed is optional, and being as cool as that guy is also optional. But the Boost shirt and the name tag is not. So make sure you guys got those. If you do not have those, talk to your management team. If management team needs help ordering that, make sure they reach out to your account executive and we'll help you get that stuff. Like me personally, I got some name tags in the trunk right now and some shirts, so I can hook you up if you're on my team next time I see you. And so can your AE that's in your area too. But again, the biggest, most important thing about this is, guys, is we have to differentiate ourselves from the customer. If a customer walks in, they should be able to easily tell right away who's the Boost rep and who's actually the customer. And I'm not talking about just because you're standing behind the counter. I'm talking about you're presenting yourself as that Boost representative, as that professional. You never go into a Chick-fil-A and see somebody in some random clothes telling you, "My pleasure," for giving you a chicken sandwich. They're always in the same uniform. It's always in that unison, and that's what we need to be. Cool thing is Boost offers some of the best apparel out of any company I've ever worked for, and I'm sure almost anybody here would agree with that. You can basically wear jeans and a t-shirt every day, which is awesome. You don't have to wear the bow tie. You can if you want, as long as it's a Boost shirt, but you don't have to. You can wear a t-shirt and jeans and just wear a name tag. If you don't have any Boost shirts right now, that's okay. We'll get them for you. Make sure, like you said, you're wearing some flat colors, and let's get that name tag ready for you guys. All right, next slide, please. So what was the app that you guys are going to download? Do you remember what it was called for the merchandising? Good job. Thank you, guys. Thanks for paying attention. I appreciate it. Next slide, Eric. All right, and last but not least, owning the mile. We talked about this on the scavenger hunt as well. This is arguably one of the most important aspects of our business, is to make sure that everybody in your area knows that you are the one-stop shop for all things prepaid wireless or just wireless in general. So what we need to do to be able to do that is get the word out, own the mile, talk to people about it. So here's a couple examples of what you can do to start owning your mile effective immediately. Next slide. So you're going to see some pictures here. These are some events that different partners have thrown. And so you can make it extreme. You can have bouncy houses. You can give away prizes. We had cash machines before, cookies, pizza, donuts. There's all kinds of things you can do with it. And that's the extreme version. And I encourage you guys to work with your management team to create an event like this, because you will get a lot of recognition in the community for this. But right now you're new, you're just getting used to everything. You're not trying to throw this huge party bash yet. You want to make sure you know your stuff first. But what you can do effective immediately is when you start going out to grab a sub sandwich for lunch, or you're on Facebook, or you're on your Instagram, don't be afraid to take a picture of a new phone you got, a Bluetooth speaker, post something on there. Tell the Subway guy, hey, I'm working at the Boost store over here. We got free internet right now, free phones, add-a-lines for $10. We got some crazy deals. Come and see me. I'm here this and this and this day. If I'm not there, so-and-so will help you. Just get the word out. Let the community know that you're open, you're available. And I can guarantee that there's a lot of you have local businesses in your same plaza that you can talk to and maybe do some cross marketing. Take some of their flyers, give them some of yours. There's all kinds of things you guys can do, but I encourage you as a new hire, the worst thing to do is just sit around and wait for customers to come. If customers aren't coming, bring them in your door, whether that's via social media or going outside and owning the mile physically too. So you can all do your part, even if this is your first day on the job. All right, I think that concludes the presentation. Am I incorrect? Oh, yep, this just covers everything I just talked about. So, yeah, go ahead and stop sharing, Eric, and I will pass it back to our incredible, the best MC in the world, Christopher DiNapoli.
I can no longer live up to those expectations. That you just get more and more. You build me up more and more, but I appreciate that, Zach, and everybody. Tell you what, I learned a lot today personally. Hopefully you guys did too. I know that there was a lot of content that we went through today. Hopefully you had a little bit of fun. However, you know, I saw some of you guys taking notes, and whether it be mental or via your pen or pencil, the most important thing, like I said at the beginning, was that you walk away from today with something that you can use moving forward, starting today, moving into tomorrow, to help you get better, help you sell more phones, and help you to become more confident within your role. So hopefully that's the case. We're always here to help you, of course. You know, myself, Zach, Chris, Patrick, you know, John, Tony, Ryan, anybody on the Boost team will be glad to help you guys moving forward, and your local account executive. Couple things then. We want to follow this training up. We actually have another training planned in a couple weeks that we like to call Next Level Training. So on July 7th, there's going to be a training for 1 hour, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern. That's going to kind of feed directly from this training. We call it, again, Next Level Training. So I will send each of you guys on this call an email with the link to that. Feel free to join. We would love to have you. A lot of great information, and you may see some of the same faces presenting. In addition to that, I included a link to a post-training form, or a survey that you all already agreed to, that were in the Kahoot quiz, that you were going to fill out. So unfortunately, if you do not want to fill it out, you already said you would. So you have to. No, I'm just kidding. But we'd love you to. We want your feedback. We want to know what you thought about this, and what you would potentially like to see in it for maybe next month's session for those new hires that join next month, or maybe you again. You're welcome to come back again if you'd like. We love to share knowledge and information related to Boost Mobile. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Zach, Patrick, Chris, Eric, John, thank you. You guys did an amazing job. Couldn't ask for a better bunch in the business to present this information. New hires out there, again, thank you for coming. We definitely appreciate your time. And we will see you out there in the field at some point in time. Thank you. And take it easy. See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.